From talking to a lot of people over the years, one of the things that we can agree upon is that healthcare in the United States is broken. We have only 5% of the world's population, and yet we consume 75% of the world's pharmaceuticals, according to the World Health Organization. And here's the reason. Drug ads. They're on every single network, on every station, all the time. And they're all about the same. They're about a minute long, and the first 15 seconds tells you how great that drug is, and the last 45 seconds tells you all the side effects and how it's going to kill you. The pharmaceutical companies spend about $12 billion per year to get you to buy their drugs, and currently the United States and New Zealand are the only two countries in the world that this is allowed. Now, I'm not anti-medicine, I'm not anti-doctor. I believe that there's a time and a place for all healing. When it comes to managing acute problems or problems that require heroic measures, such as a heart attack or a stroke or something like that, medical doctors are absolutely brilliant at what they do. However, when it comes to managing chronic conditions, such as arthritis or peripheral neuropathy or something like that, they don't have a very good track record at all. And the statistics show that 90 cents of every dollar that's spent on healthcare in this country is spent on chronic conditions. The United States is the #1 country in the world for spending for healthcare. We spend more money than the next 20 countries combined. In fact, we spend $3.2 trillion per year on healthcare. Personally, I think that that's outrageous. We have the most doctors, we have the most hospitals, we have the most technology, and we spend the most money on healthcare. And you would think with all that money being spent, we would have the healthiest population on the planet, but we don't. We're currently ranked 37th in the world, right behind Costa Rica, a third world country. So this is what healthcare looks like today. Let's say that you have a pain and you go see Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones could be a man or a woman, it doesn't really matter. So you say, Dr. Jones, I hurt, I'm in pain. What is Dr. Jones going to do for you? Dr. Jones is probably going to give you a prescription for a medication, a drug. So you go take the prescription to the pharmacy and you get your drug and you take it for about a year. And then maybe that drug doesn't work for you so well, so then you go back to Dr. Jones and you say, Dr. Jones, I still hurt, I'm still in pain. Dr. Jones is then going to give you a prescription for another drug and maybe a third one. Now the problem with that, when you take more than one medication, is that you enter into the world of polypharmacia. Polypharmacia is when you're taking more than one medication. Now here's the problem that I have with this. If you take one medication, we know all kinds of stuff about it. It's been FDA approved, it's been researched, all that stuff, we know about it. And the same thing with the second drug that you may be taking. It's been FDA approved, it's been cleared, we know all the research about it. But what happens when you take drug 1 and drug 2? We don't have any information on that. And a lot of times people are taking maybe 8 or 10 drugs at a time. Then after the drugs don't fix your problem, what is Dr. Jones going to tell you you need? That's right, you need an operation, you need surgery. And so you get your surgery, and the mark of a successful surgery is not when you come out of the anesthesia, it is about 2 to 5 years afterwards. So they measure your pain levels, they measure your function levels, range of motion, things like that. If the surgery hasn't helped you, you may need a second or maybe a third surgery. And then when the surgeries don't fix your problems, then you're given pain management for the rest of your life. And that is what causes an opioid epidemic in this country. When it comes to treating chronic degenerative problems, I think that there's a better way than drugs and surgery, and that involves the new science of stem cells.